How did Madison save the audition process by sticking to one simple rule? Which rule did Owen fail to obey that almost made him miss out on the show? And why did the director, Kenny Ortega, let Madi break one of the most important rules on the set? Be friendly. The showrunners did their best to ensure the actors had a safe working environment. So while casting the band, Kenny Ortega wasn't looking for just great talents, but also for easygoing and pleasant personalities. No one wants to deal with a diva attitude on the set. And Madison did a great job making sure that the young actors and actresses felt comfortable. As she told 1883 magazine about the casting process, "I'd come out and be like, hey guys, I'm Madison. I play Julie. I'll be reading with you today. Don't be nervous." I gave them the same treatment that Kenny gave me when I came to the audition for Julie. Not only did she help everyone feel more chilled, she actually helped Jada Marie get through the audition. As Madison revealed, she wanted to see a more diverse cast. So when Kenny asked her how she pictured Flynn, she immediately thought about Jada from Descendants 3. And can you imagine her surprise when Jada actually came in for the audition? Madison said they just started screaming, "I know you!" to each other and nailed their reads as they instantly felt a connection. As Madi said, as soon as she got cast, I got to call her and tell her she was cast. We exchanged numbers and we talked every day before we met each other again in Vancouver. When she came out here, it was just rekindling our friendship and finally getting to hang out in person. We hang out a lot off camera. Can you imagine having a coworker that sweet and kind? If there were more people like Madi, the world would definitely be much happier. Anyhow, everyone in the cast did a great job supporting each other and being friendly, so the rule came naturally, in contrast to the next one. Practice really hard. While the majority of shows usually require their cast to constantly work out and have intense diet plans, the cast of Julie and the Phantoms had to train their singing, dancing, and instrument playing skills. As Madi said, we're a band first, then actors and actresses second, because we spend so much time with each other. We worked on becoming a band, and it was really like how it would be if you were starting out as a band. Practicing songs, coming up with material, trying to get it out there. The Phantoms had to do a lot of practicing for the show, even before filming started. Charlie, for example, revealed that when he found out that Luke plays the electric guitar, he realized he had to level up his skills. So he took a guitar and practiced at open mic nights 6 to 8 times a week, all over Los Angeles. For Owen, though, practicing came at a high price. Owen has been playing drums since he was just 12, but as soon as he found out about the audition, he decided to practice more. As he told EW, "I was in LA, and I actually flew home to my drum set and just crash coursed it for a week, playing every day. I remember looking down and my finger was bleeding. There was blood dripping off my drumstick because I've been playing for so long. Ouch!" And you'd think that dedication would have paid off. But unfortunately, Owen forgot the key he was supposed to be in and forgot his lyrics during the tryouts. It's amazing that Kenny Ortega decided to give him a second chance. But the rule of practicing hard only goes along with having a strong nerve. Bring your A game. Committing to a new project requires a lot of time and excellent delivery day in and day out, no matter how physically or psychologically tiring it can be for an actor. For every hour something is delayed, it costs the show money, so the project is dependent on the actors working fast and delivering their best acting skills. Madi nails every song, but her dramatic delivery is what strikes us most. The moments of grief Julie and the Phantoms show on screen are incredible. And it turns out, Julie has real-life experience to draw from. As Madison said, "My mom is in the military, and when she leaves, I've definitely had to deal with a lot of nerves and anxious feelings about not having her here. When I had to be in that mindset for those scenes, I just thought back to that uneasy feeling until she came back. I wouldn't say that I've had a deep loss of a family member yet, and I'm hoping not anytime soon, but I've definitely had a little bit of experience here and there." So no matter how hurtful an experience was, sometimes the actors have to go back to it to bring their best game to the table. And Madi, who is just 16, did an excellent job. Forcing oneself emotionally is not the only extreme measure the Phantoms resorted to. Charlie has revealed that to give his best performance, he practices all kinds of different music instruments, like violin, uke, and acoustic guitar. As he revealed in his interview, and Netflix has been insanely kind and generous because they gave us masterclass teachers. They're teaching us vocals, teaching us guitar, and we're still going through the classes because we're building up these things. I am appreciative of Netflix for doing that, and the music team for sponsoring us. Looks like the Phantoms really like following that rule after all. The director is boss. Or is he? There cannot be two captains on one ship, so no wonder there is only one person who has the final vote on the set. In the cast of Julie and the Phantoms, it's director Kenny Ortega, and many of you are familiar with him from The Descendants and High School Musical. The dude is a real legend. He's 70 years old, and yet he keeps making epic teen shows. But this time, he let Madi break the rule and gave her some creative freedom to decide what Julie should wear. As Madison said, having a say in what Julie wore was really dope. She definitely became me when we finally decided what she was going to be wearing. Some of the things that she wears are what I wish I could wear on an everyday basis. Turns out Madi loves fashion and thrifting, so having a chance to pick outfits for her character was above and beyond. The series costume designer, Soyeon An, was also extremely helpful. Soyeon revealed that she tried to match Julie's emotional state to her clothing. In the beginning of the show, Julie wears oversized sweaters, like they are some sort of a security blanket for her. But after she meets the boys, her style changes and she becomes more confident with her outfits and herself. And Soyeon was so lovely and made the process very easy, especially with me being a Latin girl. As we get older, a few of our features definitely start to become a little bolder. So that was definitely a different experience with getting fitted clothes that I wasn't very used to. So cool that Kenny Ortega let Madi break this rule. Unlike our next one. Don't mess with your appearance. This is a very important rule, as only the showrunners and directors can approve any changes to a character's appearance. The show's stylist agrees on the looks before the show even starts rolling. So, if an actor or actress needs to grow their hair longer or even change the color of it, they have plenty of time. For example, Charlie actually had pretty long hair, up to his shoulders. You can find this epic look on his IMDB page. Ghosts from the 90s definitely require a specific look for that era, but it's cool that the stylist didn't try to make them look too old-fashioned. Now Charlie has to wear a rockstar messy bob, while Jeremy styles his hair like Adam Lambert. Whether they like the style or not, changing their hair for a couple of months during shooting is a big no-no. The same strict rules apply to tattoos as well. While most of the cast don't have any, Boo Boo Stewart has at least 7 of them. The actor is forced to cover them up with clothes or with makeup, otherwise it'll break his character. Most of his tattoos are easy to cover up with clothes, like the tattoo of Heath Ledger's Joker on his arm. As Boo Boo said, "I have a tattoo of the Joker on my arm. I loved Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight, and I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't a fan myself. The reason I started doing this is because I'm a fan of these types of movies." Boo Boo also has tattoos of a small paw print and hieroglyphics on his ribcage, among many others. But his tattoo that says B&D Forever on his wrist definitely had to be covered up for his scenes. What do you guys think about these strict cast rules? Do you think they aren't that strict after all? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.